My child, I speak to you now with a voice that has been waiting through the noise of your days and the distractions of your hours. I know how much your heart is pulled in 1,000 directions, how your mind races from one task to the next, how the pressure of this world convinces you that there is never enough time. Yet while you have been busy, while your hands were full and your attention scattered, I have been near you, watching, waiting, longing for the moment your eyes would turn toward me again. My love has not weakened because of your silence. My heart has not closed because you have forgotten me. I remain here, steady and unchanging, whispering to your soul with patience that cannot be broken. You live in a world that demands more of you each day. The weight of responsibility sits on your shoulders like a burden that grows heavier with every sunrise. I see how you wake up already exhausted, already thinking of the long list that waits for you. I see how you carry invisible loads in your heart, worries, fears, unspoken questions, and how they drain your spirit. In all of this, I have been by your side, reaching out with love, hoping for even a moment where you would notice my presence. When you rushed past the quiet stillness of the morning, I was there, waiting. When you scrolled endlessly, searching for something to calm the ache inside, I was there, waiting. When you filled your days with noise to cover the loneliness that pressed into your heart, I was still there, waiting. My child, I do not grow tired of waiting for you, but my heart longs deeply for your attention. There have been moments when you whispered questions into the dark, asking why life feels so empty even when it looks full. You have wondered why joy slips away so quickly, why peace seems so far, why love never feels enough. You have reached for the world, thinking it would satisfy you, but instead it has left you restless. You tried to fill your soul with busyness, but the emptiness remained. And through it all, my voice kept calling soft, steady, tender, inviting you back to the love you were created for. I did not call with anger, but with longing. I did not stand far away, but close, watching and hoping for the moment when you would turn and realize that I have never left you. Do you know how many times I have drawn near to you in the middle of your chaos? The sudden calm you felt when anxiety overwhelmed you, that was me. The unexpected strength that carried you through a day you thought would break you, that was me. The tears that came without words, the ones you tried to hide even from yourself, I caught every single one of them. I never turned my face away from your pain. I never ignored your cries, even when you thought no one heard. I have been here, my child, not only watching your steps, but holding your heart. I have waited with patience greater than time, because you are worth every moment of waiting. You may feel guilty for the distance, for the prayers you forgot to whisper, for the silence between us. But hear me. I am not here to condemn you. I am here to remind you that my love has never changed. Even when you did not choose me, I chose you. Even when you forgot my presence, I surrounded you. Even when you felt too busy for me, I waited with a love that does not give up. I am not angry at you for being distracted. I am sorrowful only because I know the peace you could have had, the rest you could have tasted, the joy you could have carried if only you had noticed me. But my sorrow does not end in disappointment. It ends in hope, because I know that even now, in this very moment, you are listening, and I have your attention. My heart has always been a home for you. A place where you can rest, where the weight of the world falls away, where you are safe, seen, and loved completely. Yet how often have you passed by the doorway, too busy to enter? You have stood outside in the storm, shivering in the rain of worry, while I waited at the door with arms wide open. Still, I have not closed that door. Still, I call you inside. Still, I wait. My child, you were not created to live a life of endless rushing. You were not formed to be consumed by duties that leave your spirit dry. I created you for communion with me, for a relationship so close that no moment feels empty, because I am always filling it. Type Jesus. I desperately need you if you know He's your only true answer. You say there is no time, but I remind you that I hold time in my hands. You believe you must run faster to catch up, but I whisper to you that slowing down in my presence will give you strength to finish the race. You fear that pausing will make you fall behind, but I tell you that resting in me will place you exactly where you are meant to be. The world has convinced you that more is always better, more work, more possessions, more achievements, but I tell you that the only more your soul truly needs is more of me. For I am the only one who can quiet your restless heart, the only one who can bring order to your chaos, the only one who can fill the emptiness you have tried to hide. There have been times you look for me in the grand signs, the dramatic miracles, the thunderous voice, the extraordinary wonders. But often I chose to come to you in whispers, in the gentle warmth of sunlight on your face, in the peace that wrapped around you for no reason at all, in the stillness that visited your soul when everything else screamed for attention. You thought those were small moments, but they were not small to me. They were my hand reaching out, my heart speaking, my presence reminding you that I was near. I was not waiting for you to achieve something before I loved you. I was loving you in the middle of your busyness, hoping you would notice even the smallest touch of my grace. And now, as you listen, I speak plainly. I am sorry you have been too busy for me, but my heart has not turned away. It still waits. It waits for you to notice, to pause, to lift your eyes and realize that you are not alone. It waits for you to breathe deeply and remember that you are loved beyond measure. It waits for you to lay aside the endless running and simply be still with me. Do not think that you must earn my love back. You never lost it. Do not think that I will reject you for the distance. I have already prepared a feast for the moment you return. All I desire is you, your presence, your attention, your heart. My child, hear me. The world will not stop calling for your time. There will always be something urgent, always another task, always another voice demanding you. But none of those voices can love you the way I do. None of them can heal your soul. None of them can give you life that never ends. You may give your time to many things, but only when you give your heart to me will you find what you have truly been searching for. I am here, now, with arms open, whispering to you with a love that has never grown weary. I am here, waiting, and I will keep waiting until the moment you notice me. My child, I speak with love, but I also speak with sorrow, for I have watched you fill your days with many things, yet leave so little space for me. You move from one task to another, from one demand to the next, from one distraction to another, and in all of this, I have been near, longing for even a single moment where you would turn your gaze toward me. You fill your days with noise, yet my whispers go unheard. You chase after voices that shout for your attention, yet you overlook the gentle voice that calls with love and peace. There have been nights when your body lay down, but your mind could not rest. Your thoughts turned over again and again, circling worries, fears, regrets, and dreams unfulfilled. You close your eyes, but sleep would not come easily, and even when it did, your soul remained heavy. In those silent hours, I was with you. I leaned close, hoping you would notice my presence, hoping you would release the burden you carried to me. I long to quiet your racing mind, to wrap you in peace that the world cannot give. Yet instead of resting in me, you searched for answers in your own strength, trying to solve problems that only I can heal. I did not leave you in those restless nights. I was watching, whispering, waiting. I have seen the way you reach for empty things, hoping they will fill the hunger in your soul. You turn to screens that glow but cannot give light to your heart. You scroll through words and images, searching for comfort, but find only comparison and emptiness. You listen to voices that promise peace, but leave you more restless than before. You buy what you do not need, hoping it will satisfy you, but it leaves you hollow. You fill your time with conversations that do not heal, with entertainment that numbs but does not restore, with noise that covers the silence where my voice longs to be heard. All the while, I wait. I wait with love, with patience, with hope, because I know what you truly need. I remember the tears you shed when you thought no one was looking. Tears that fell quietly when the world around you believed you were strong. Tears that you wiped quickly, as though they did not matter. But every single tear mattered to me. I gathered them. I understood the pain behind them. Some tears were born from loneliness, when you longed to be understood but felt invisible. Some were from betrayal, when those you trusted turned away. Some were from disappointment, when life did not unfold the way you hoped. And some were from exhaustion, when the weight of responsibility pressed too hard against your soul. Each tear spoke louder than words, and I heard them all. I wanted to hold you in those moments. I wanted to whisper comfort into the cracks of your heart. But so often, you were too busy to pause, too distracted to let me near. Still, I did not walk away. I stayed close, aching with you, waiting for you to notice. You have cried out in secret, wondering if anyone listens. Does anyone see me? Does anyone hear me? Does anyone care? My child, my soul. I heard. I cared. I was closer than your very breath. But your heart was so consumed with the noise of this world that my nearness felt distant to you. You thought I was far, but I was nearer than ever. You thought I was silent, but I was speaking in ways you did not expect. You wanted a voice that shook the heavens, but I came in the quiet moment when you suddenly felt strength rise inside you. You wanted a sign written in the sky, but I came in the warmth that filled your heart when you should have felt alone. You wanted a miracle so large no one could deny it, but I came in the small mercy of getting you through a day you thought you would not survive. You fill your days with noise, yet my whispers go unheard. With deep respect and kindness, we humbly invite you to support our channel, as our true desire is to share joy, peace, and devotion while nurturing reverence toward God. And if our efforts have brought comfort to your heart, you may gently support us through the Super Thanks button down below. I do not say this to condemn you. I say this because I love you too much to let you keep chasing emptiness. I see how hard you tried to keep yourself together, how you smile when your heart feels heavy, how you keep moving when all you want to do is rest. You put on strength for others while inside you feel weak. You hide your brokenness, thinking no one will understand, but I understand. I see beneath the mask. I see the silent cries. I see the nights when your soul aches for something real. I know that deep inside, you are hungry for more than this world can give. That hunger is not a curse. It is a gift, because it was meant to lead you back to me. When you chase after distractions, They may keep you occupied, but they cannot heal you. They may silence your thoughts for a moment, but they cannot give peace. They may entertain you, but they cannot love you. Only I can give what your heart has been longing for. Only I can take the loneliness and fill it with presence, take the brokenness and make it whole, take the weariness and turn it into rest. Yet so often, you choose everything else before you choose me. You believe you do not have time, yet you spend hours with things that leave you empty. You believe you are too tired, yet you push yourself into more tasks that drain you further. And all the while, I wait not with anger but with patience, not with judgment but with love. I wait for you to see that no matter how many distractions you turn to, they will never replace the peace of my presence. Do you know how many moments I have watched, aching for you to notice me? When you sat at a table filled with laughter, yet felt a strange emptiness inside, I was whispering, I am here. When you walked through a crowd but felt invisible, I was whispering, I see you. When you held success in your hands but still felt unfulfilled, I was whispering, I am what you are missing. When you lay awake at night, staring into the dark, I was whispering, I am the light you long for. But my whispers were drowned out by the noise. And still, I whispered again, and again, and again. You have been busy, yes. You have been distracted, yes. But I am not finished with you. I will never stop calling. I will never stop waiting. Even now, I am speaking directly to you, because I want you to know how deeply I care. My child, I am not distant. I am not indifferent. I am not weary of you. I am the God who waits with love that cannot be broken, with patience that never ends, with a heart that beats only to bring you closer to me. So hear me now. You fill your days with noise, yet my whispers go unheard. But still I whisper, still I call, still I wait. For I know that one moment of your attention, one moment of your surrender, one moment of you turning toward me will be enough to change everything. And I am ready, my child. Ready to meet you, ready to heal you, ready to fill you with the peace you have been chasing but never finding. My heart has waited, and it will keep waiting until you notice. My child, I know how often you have felt unseen. I know how many times you have wondered if your life truly matters, if your quiet battles are noticed by anyone at all. Hear me clearly now. You have never been unseen to me. You have never been forgotten. From the very first moment you took breath, I have watched over you. Every tear that has ever fallen from your eyes, I have caught. Every sigh that has ever left your chest, I have heard. Every hidden struggle that no one else knew, I have carried with you. Even when you thought you were walking alone, you were in my arms. You may think that because you overlooked me, I turned my face away from you. But no, my child, that has never been my way. I do not abandon you when you are distracted. I do not stop loving you when you forget me. My love is not fragile like the love of this world. It does not shift when you fail. It does not weaken when you wander. My love has been steady, unchanging, constant like the rising of the sun, like the flow of the sea, like the beating of your own heart. Even when you did not notice me, I noticed you. Even when you were too busy to speak with me, I was speaking life over you. Think back to the moments you thought you could not continue, the nights when despair pressed so heavy on your chest that you thought you would break. Do you remember how somehow strength came to you? That strength was me. Do you remember the times you thought you were finished, yet you rose again and kept going? That was me, carrying you when your feet could not take another step. Do you remember the times when a small kindness reached you at just the right moment, when hope flickered back into your soul even though you thought all hope was gone? That was my love, reaching you through ways you could not see. My child, I have walked with you through the valleys and I have sat with you in the shadows. When others turned away, I remained. When you were left in silence, I spoke softly to your heart. When you were broken, I was the one holding the pieces of your soul together. I did not let you fall beyond my reach. I did not allow the darkness to consume you. My love has been your shield, even when you did not know it. My love has been your hiding place, even when you were too distracted to run into it. I have loved you in your laughter, and I have loved you in your tears. I have loved you in your strength, and I have loved you in your weakness. I have loved you when you obeyed me, and I have loved you when you turned away. There has never been a single day when my love for you lessened. There has never been a single moment when I stopped calling you mine. You are my beloved child, the one I formed with my own hands, the one I thought of before the world began, the one I have carried in my heart through every season of your life. Tom and I live and breathe for you, Christ, if your life rests safely in His hands. You may look at your life and see only mistakes. You may see failures, missed chances, wrong turns, regrets that weigh you down. But I do not see you through the lens of failure. I see you through the lens of love. I see the heart that still longs for me even when you are weak. I see the faith that clings to hope even when it trembles. I see the courage it takes for you to keep moving, even when the world feels heavy. My love does not change because of your mistakes. My love covers them, heals them, and calls you into a new beginning. There were days when you thought no one cared for your pain, but I cared. There were nights when you thought your prayers were wasted, that no one heard, but I heard every word. Even the prayers that were too deep for words, the ones that were only groans or tears, I understood them all. I understood the pain that words could not carry. I answered not always in the way you expected, but always in the way that protected you, shaped you, and kept you. My heart is not far from you. My heart is your home, a place of safety, a place of rest. When the world is harsh, my heart is gentle. When the world is cold, my heart is warm. When the world is heavy, my heart is a refuge. My heart has always been open to you, waiting for you to step inside and find peace. I am not a God who turns away when you are broken. I am the God who runs to you, who lifts you, who wipes your tears and says, "You are mine still." Do not think for a moment that your worth is based on how perfect you are. Your worth is rooted in my love. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing you fail to do can make me love you less. I have loved you at your highest and at your lowest. I have loved you when your hands were lifted in praise, and I have loved you when your heart was too heavy to pray. My love is the one constant you can always trust. I remember the child you once were, full of wonder, full of hope. I remember the dreams you carried before the world pressed its weight on you. I remember the innocence in your laughter, the joy in your steps. And I tell you now, that child is not gone. I still see that light in you, even when you do not. My love can bring back the joy you thought was lost. My love can restore the hope you thought had died. My love can breathe life into places of your heart that you thought were beyond repair. Even now, as you hear these words, I am pouring my love into you again. Feel it, my child. Let it reach you. Let it remind you that you are not alone. I am with you, closer than your very breath. I am with you in the room where you sit, in the place where you rest, in the thoughts that trouble you. I am not far away in some distant heaven. I am here, now, with you, because my love has never left. You may have overlooked me, but I have never overlooked you. You may have been too busy for me, but I have never been too busy for you. You may have given your heart to many things, but I have never stopped giving my heart to you. And this heart of mine is a safe place, a waiting place, a tender place, a place where you will always belong. So come to me, my beloved. Rest in my love. Let the noise of the world fade away for a moment, and let my love be louder than your fears. Lay down the burdens you have been carrying, and let my arms hold you. Stop searching for what the world cannot give, and let me give you what you have needed all along. I am here. I am waiting, and I will never stop loving you. My beloved child, I must speak with truth now, for you need to understand what happens when your heart drifts too far from me. I do not say this to frighten you, but to open your eyes. I want you to see clearly the cost of distance between us. When you become too busy, when you fill your days with everything except my presence, your soul begins to grow weary. At first, you may not notice. You may think you are strong enough, that you can keep moving without me. But over time, the emptiness creeps in, and the joy you once knew begins to fade. The world steals your time, but I hold eternity in my hands. Do you not see how quickly your strength runs out when you try to live without resting in me? Your heart was never meant to carry life's weight alone. When you walk far from my presence, the load on your shoulders grows heavier each day. You may smile on the outside, but inside you feel the pressure pressing harder and harder. The further you drift, the louder the world becomes. The noise of endless demands fills your ears until you cannot hear my gentle whisper anymore. And with each step away, the fire in your spirit begins to dim. I have seen how busyness wears you down. You push yourself to keep going, yet you feel drained before the day is done. You lie down at night, but true rest escapes you. Your body is weary, but your soul is restless. You wake up already tired, already carrying the weight of yesterday into the new day. This is not how I created you to live. I made you to find strength in me, to draw peace from my presence, to live with joy even in the middle of trials. But when you neglect me, you cut yourself off from the very source that sustains you. That is why you feel so empty, why no amount of work or distraction can fill the hollow space inside. The cost of distance is not just exhaustion, my child. It is loneliness. You can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. You can sit in a room full of voices and laughter and still feel unseen. That ache you feel in the quiet, when the noise fades and you are left with your own thoughts, that is the cry of your soul longing for me. The world cannot heal that cry. Friends, family, success, possessions, none of these can take my place. They may bring comfort for a moment, but when the moment passes, the emptiness returns. Only my presence can fill that deep void inside you. When you drift from me, you also begin to lose direction. The path becomes unclear. You chase after things that do not satisfy. You pour your energy into goals that leave you feeling empty once they are reached. You strive for recognition, for achievements, for possessions, but none of it brings lasting joy. The moment one desire is met, another one rises. The cycle never ends, because without me, nothing is ever enough. Do you see, my child? When you are distant from me, you can gain the whole world and still feel unfulfilled, because your soul was created to be satisfied only in me. The cost of distance also shows itself in your heart. Wounds that I long to heal remain open because you do not bring them to me. Worries that I could silence keep you awake because you do not rest them in my hands. Fears grow louder because you are not standing close to the one who casts out fear. Slowly, your spirit begins to believe lies, that you are alone, that you are not enough, that you will never be free. But those lies are not the truth. They are the fruit of distance. The further you wander from me, the more room you give for doubt, fear, and despair to grow. I have watched you at times chasing after things that promise to make you whole, only to leave you broken. I have seen you pour your energy into people who did not love you back the way you hoped. I have seen you run after dreams that left you empty when you reached them. I have seen you turn to temporary escapes, things to numb the pain, but those escapes never last. They fade, and when they are gone, the ache inside you grows even stronger. This is the cost of distance, emptiness that cannot be filled, longing that cannot be satisfied, weariness that does not fade. Yet hear me, my child. I do not tell you this to shame you. I tell you this because I love you. I want you to see clearly the road you are walking when you turn away from me. I want you to recognize the danger before it consumes you. The world steals your time, but I hold eternity in my hands. Everything you chase after here is temporary. The wealth, the success, the approval of others, all of it will pass away. But my love, my presence, my promises, they last forever. What I give is eternal. What I place in your heart cannot be taken away. You may think you are too busy to spend time with me, but the truth is, you cannot afford not to. Without me, your soul withers. Without me, your strength fails. Without me, your heart grows cold. You will keep searching, keep striving, keep running, but you will never find rest until you turn back to me. Do not let busyness steal your soul. Do not let distractions rob you of the joy I prepared for you. Do not let the noise of this world drown out the eternal voice of my love. My child, I have always been your refuge. I have always been your place of safety. When you drift from me, you step away from the shelter that protects you. Life's storms rage harder when you are not under my covering. Fear grips deeper when you are not resting in my peace. But when you remain close to me, no storm can destroy you. No burden can crush you. No enemy can overcome you. Because I am your shield, your defender, your ever-present help. The cost of distance is great, but the reward of closeness is greater. With me, you will find rest for your soul. With me, you will find peace that the world cannot steal. With me, you will find joy that remains even in sorrow. With me, you will find strength to rise again, no matter how many times you fall. Do not let the world take from you what only I can give. Do not trade my eternal love for temporary noise. The world steals your time, my beloved, but I hold eternity in my hands. You run after what will not last, while I offer you what can never fade. I am calling you back, not to burden you, but to free you. Not to weigh you down, but to lift you. Not to take from you, but to give you life in full. The distance between us has cost you much, but my arms are still open. My heart still waits. Come back and let me restore what was lost. Come back and let me fill the emptiness with my presence. Come back, and let me show you what it means to truly live. I know the weight you have been carrying. I know the stress that tightens your chest and makes your heart feel heavy even before the day begins. I see how you push yourself to keep going, smiling for others while inside you feel drained and weary. You do not have to hide it from me. I was there when no one else saw. When you sat quietly, pretending everything was fine, I knew the storm inside you. When you went through the motions, fulfilling your duties but feeling empty, I was watching. I was near. I was holding you even when you did not feel my arms. You have faced betrayal, and I know how deeply it cut you. The people you trusted, the ones you thought would stand by your side, turned away. Their words wounded you. Their absence left scars. You asked yourself, how could they do this to me? You questioned if you would ever trust again. But my child, I was there when no one else saw. I felt the sting of every false word spoken against you. I collected the tears you shed when you thought no one cared. I stayed beside you, guarding your heart from breaking beyond repair. I am the one who knows betrayal, for I too was betrayed. And I promise you this, I will never betray you. My love is steadfast. My loyalty is unshaken. My heart will always remain true to you. You have known loneliness, the kind that lingers even in a crowd. Surrounded by people, yet unseen. Talking with others, yet feeling unheard. Laughing on the outside, yet crying within. I was there when no one else saw. I watched as you longed for someone to understand you, to truly listen, to truly care. And while the world overlooked you, I leaned in closer. I whispered your name when you thought no one remembered you. I filled your room with my presence when you thought you were alone. You did not always notice, but I was there. I have never left you, not for a single moment. I know your exhaustion, the way your body aches, the way your mind grows tired from constant worry. You lie down, hoping for rest, but peace slips through your fingers. You rise in the morning already weary, already burdened by the day ahead. I was there when no one else saw. I watched you carry responsibilities that were too heavy for you alone. I saw you give, and give until you felt empty, with no one pouring back into you. I saw the way you tried to be strong for everyone else, even when you were falling apart inside. And in those moments, I whispered, "Give it to me. Let me carry it with you." My child, you do not need to carry life alone. I am your strength when you are weak. I am your rest when you are weary. I am your peace when the noise around you will not quiet. And yes, I know the pain of unanswered prayers. I saw you kneel. I saw you cry. I heard your voice asking again and again, "Lord, where are you? Why do you not answer?" You thought perhaps I was silent, perhaps I had turned away. But I was there when no one else saw. I heard every prayer. I collected every word. I understood every sigh that never formed into speech. My silence was not absence. My timing was not neglect. I was working in ways you could not yet see. I was aligning pieces, protecting you from unseen harm, shaping you for blessings that had not yet come. My child, I know it hurt to wait. I know it wounded your faith to feel ignored. But I tell you now, I never ignored you. Every prayer you prayed still rests in my hands. None of them were wasted. I promise you this, everything that busyness has stolen from you, I will restore. The peace you thought was gone forever, I will bring it back. The joy that seemed buried under years of pain, I will cause it to rise again. The hope you thought had died, I will breathe life into it once more. The strength you lost while running through endless demands, I will renew it like the wings of an eagle. The time you thought was wasted, I will redeem it. Nothing is lost beyond my power to restore. Type Amen if you feel God's hand guiding you today, and share this video so someone else can find His direction too.